Hello. Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday, the April the April something. All right, I gotta check the date. But just to inform everyone out there, starting my new channel, my YouTube channel, of course, and it's gonna be talking about things, situations, events, history. I'm a big history buff, so I love talking about things, situation, events that took taken place before me, before I was born. Of course, the history of our ancestors, the history of us as just people in general. I do history, like I love history. I love to go back into history. I love everything to do with history. So, this channel is pretty much going to be pertaining to events, situations, history that we've kind of missed out on, or we've kind of like forgotten about. The old ways before my parents, before maybe your parents, if you're around the age range of maybe 40 to maybe going back to the 40s. Not going back to the 40s, the age range of the 40s, 50s. So before then. So it's like sacred wisdom. Of course, this channel is called The New Age of Shaman. And shaman is it's an old word. It's been used for years, pertaining to like wisdoms and sacred ways, of the old ways that we've forgotten about as people. So it's kind of like a refresher course, if you want to think of it that way, or it's kind of like, if you don't really know anything about, the old ways or the old history in general. Like, it could be like an eye opener. So give it a try. I will be, this is the first video, so I just wanted to get like an introduction of what, this video or these videos will be, talking about. I will have some live videos as well where we can come as a whole and collaborate on ideas, situations, events. It's geared towards making the world better, as a people. Not really about like money, materialistic things, not really going in that direction. More or less like people as a whole in general, us from the inside out. Because we can't change the world if we don't know anything about ourselves. We're very powerful people, regardless of the outside things that we tend to strive to get, which is materialistic things. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not good to strive for those things. But just a quick question. What if you what if you found out a way to get those things without making an effort? Or not making an effort, but easily attaining them without putting in the most, or putting in a lot of effort, like as we do today. Like we work We come home, we work. Like some of us work paycheck to paycheck. Well, a lot of us work paycheck to paycheck. That's pretty much what this country is built of capitalism, paycheck to paycheck. But what if there was a way where you didn't have to work paycheck to paycheck? Not saying that you don't need a job. I'm not saying that, but it's so much wisdom and not so much wisdom knowledge that we don't have as a people, or that we have but we don't choose to go in and, I guess, what's the word, bring it out of us in a better sense. It's there. It's hidden knowledge that's there, but we choose to just, go off of what we know, which is okay sometimes, but knowing in ourselves that there's something deeper that's calling us, something deeper that we don't, we choose to overlook. And in saying that, I feel as though, the world is changing. The whole COVID-19 is going on, and a lot of people is stuck in their houses. A lot of people are out of jobs, out of work. So it's like we can take this time to we have a wealth of information. We have phones, we have computers, we have internet. There's a wealth of information on there that can tell us so much about ourselves. And if you do the digging, if you can find out, you can go down avenues that other people don't go down and find out so much. So pretty much this channel is really pretty much like going to be geared towards that. It's called like and vote. Somebody told me this before. It's called when you get your thoughts to run, to start. Start thinking, like really thinking outside the box. It's like you break free of the box. There's no more box. Like you outside of the box, and you thinking of any and everything to, become new. I guess become a new person. It's called attaining wisdom, knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking at the everyday thing, but more or less like what other people don't look at, you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of wisdom. There's a whole lot of secret wisdom. There's a whole lot of knowledge. There's a whole lot of understanding that we don't really see. We don't really see because we're not open. It's a step back. But I think we don't see it because we don't have the information. God said, my people suffer from the lack of knowledge. And, sometimes looking back, I look at it and I say like, okay, that's true. And I say, what can I do as a person, as a human being, actually a divine being having a human experience, to bring people to who they are, so they can have, that knowledge can be on, that information can be on the forefront, and they can get to know themselves. And I struggle with it. I struggle with it because I'm a very honest person. I'm a Taurus, and I'm very honest. So I struggle with this. I struggle with putting this whole channel together. I'm a very spiritual person. So I talk with God a whole lot, and He, got me to, start this channel. And not saying that I was being selfish about the information that I have. It was just that, I just felt as though, like, I really felt, my real first thought was, what am I going to talk about? So, and then, I had some downloads come into my head and said that don't worry about it because we got you. Just put it out there, just start it, and we'll go from there. So This channel, it's not going to be, it's going to be like an everyday thought process, whatever comes to your brain, my brain, your brain, because, I can't have this channel without y'all. But it's geared towards us as a whole, a generation of people, to start, man, thinking of things that's not the norm. What is norm? That's a question. And a lot of people want to know the answer to that. It's more or less like questions that we are afraid to ask because we might think, oh, that's a dumb question, or somebody gonna look at you and say you dumb or whatever. That's the questions that on this channel you can come and ask, if you understand what I'm saying. It's never no dumb question. The only question that's dumb is that the one you don't ask. And I know everybody should remember that wording. And I don't never, I don't, I don't never want anyone to feel that way. So I don't treat people that way. Information is power. And I say it again, God said we suffer, his people suffer from the lack of knowledge. So if you want to know something, ask the question. Don't ever worry about how many times you ask the question to me, because I will answer it as many times just so you get it. It's about having compassion. It's about having love for the next man, for your next brother, no matter what color. Because God is not color. Like he's not, like he don't see it. He just sees us as people, souls. So it's not a color thing. So if we striving to be like him, we shouldn't see that. So the only question that's dumb is not the one that's not answered. Like I said, this is just an introduction video. It will be more to come. As I think of things, it's gonna give me things to think of to put on this video. There will be others in this videos. It's gonna be like, a channel geared towards change. So stay tuned. Thanks for being with me for this 13 minutes of good talk. See you later.